Fieldwork in geography. Fieldwork is an important part of geography. In this audio-visual sequence, we hope to show some of the things that the students study outside school. The first years concentrate on the local area, such as the local shopping parade. A study of the fields around the school gives pupils an opportunity to practice their mapping skills using large-scale maps, and to see how local farmers use their land. A short walk to a disused quarry for some simple geology allows them to try their hand at field sketching. In the second year, the emphasis is on physical geography, and the children are able to go further afield, to Dovedale in the Peak District National Park. The purpose of the trip is twofold. Firstly, they study the river, adding to their repertoire of fieldwork skills by drawing sketch maps and taking simple measurements. The other aim is to study the awe-inspiring limestone features, towering rock pinnacles of Pickering Tor and Ilam Rock, and spectacular caves such as the Dove Holes. While some have a relaxing lunch, the more adventurous make the climb up to Reynard's Cave. And everyone has to negotiate the stepping stones. The third years have been to a wide variety of places. One year, the theme was transport, and studies in Bewdley included a ride on the Severn Valley Railway. A unit of work on the settlement of North America was the reason for a visit to an American theme park, where many pupils discovered that fieldwork is fun. One of the most popular fieldwork locations is the Black Country Museum in Dudley. This is not a museum in the usual sense, but a complete replica of a black country village, with people like this chainmaker actually working. A tram takes visitors to the village, where they can see how ordinary families lived not so long ago. They can see how pills are made in the chemist, hear a sermon in the chapel, smell the aroma of freshly baked bread, and try on some of the old-fashioned clothes in the general store. They can puzzle over some of the items in the hardware shop, watch cut glass being made, and buy useful souvenirs. There's a pub selling traditional, locally brewed ales, but not for the children. At lunchtime, the children can let off steam in the fun fair. The fieldwork here is linked with schoolwork on the development of industry in the West Midlands. But the highlight of the day is a trip on the narrowboat through the Dudley Tunnel. Where keen volunteers can try their hand at legging it. In the 4th and 5th year, fieldwork forms an important part of the GCSE examination course, counting for over a quarter of the final marks. Practice is usually given in fieldwork skills and techniques, such as here in the Clent Hills, where they study the relationship between land use and slope angles. Urban geography is a major part of the syllabus, and several towns have proved suitable for field studies. Ludlow, with its castle and well-preserved medieval street pattern, lends itself to historical geography and studies of the age of buildings. The picturesque village of Broadway, at the foot of the Cotswold Scarp, is ideal for a study of building materials. At Bridgnorth, with its low town and high town, linked by the Cliff Railway, pupils have been able to pursue studies on a number of topics and using a wide variety of fieldwork techniques. Traffic surveys, for example. Questionnaires to interview residents. Mapping the types of shops. And looking into the problems of traffic in the town centre. At the Cardingmill Valley in Shropshire, they carry out an investigation into the physical geography of the river. At selected sites, the students busy themselves taking various measurements. The depth of water, the speed of flow, the size of the river's load, the width of the valley, and the gradients of the river, and the valley sides. The students usually work in small groups, gathering data which they process and analyse back at school. We find that many students are dying to take geography in the 6th form. The 6th form have to undertake a wide variety of fieldwork tasks, some of their own choosing. Here they're studying the effects of weathering on the gravestones in St Margaret's Churchyard. As well as local fieldwork, the 6th form have usually had 2 residential field weeks. In the Lake District, the 6th form study the magnificent glacial scenery. Based in Windermere, most of the fieldwork is usually done in Langdale. The upper 6ths have to conduct their own individual field study, often recording their observations by means of field sketches. The skills involved in planning an inquiry, collecting and analysing data in order to test a hypothesis, are clearly very relevant in many fields of employment. One of the projects usually involves measuring a number of unstable scree slopes. Or taking soil samples. The many Lake District rivers offer an infinite range of possibilities for in-depth studies of streams, and these are a popular choice. The weather can be glorious or atrocious. Which makes surveying a lot harder. 5 minutes after this lunch break at the impressive corrie of Stickle Tarn, it was snowing. The sixth formers are always impressed by the beauty and the majesty of the Lake District landscape. Jewel-like tarns, magnificent lakes, set among the grandest mountain scenery, and the knowledge that comes from first-hand study broadens horizons and leads to a greater appreciation of England's countryside, often giving a lifelong interest and love of the great outdoors.